Welcome to this presentation called A Bipolar World. So hi everyone, my name is Daniela and today I'm going to be talking about the Cold War. And I hope you enjoyed this presentation and maybe you discover some new facts and information about this important event. So first of all, let's talk about the general concept of the Cold War. Basically, this was a 45-year standoff between the West and the USSR that ended up with the dissolution of the Soviet Union. So let's talk about some of the most important dates about this conflict. In 1947, we have the span of the Truman Doctrine. In 1950, we have the Korean War. And in this war, the tension between these two powers became the biggest. In 1961, we have the humiliation of the US because of the Bay of Pigs. In 1962, we have the Cuban Missile Crisis, and then the Soviets decided to invade Afghanistan in 1979. Then in 1989, we have the reunion of West and East Germany with the fall of the Berlin Wall, and finally in 1991, we have the dissolution of the Soviet Union. But what does the term Cold War refers to? Well, this term basically refers to a conflict where economical, military, ideological terms are between nations are hostile and opposed. Now, let's talk about the economic systems. First of all, we have capitalism. And well, basically, capitalism is an economic system in which the private individuals own and control most of the factors of production. And the main thinkers about capitalism were Adam Smith, David Ricardo, James Stewart. And basically, they created and discussed the logic, origin, and many aspects of capitalism. Then, on the other side, we have socialism. So basically, socialism is an economic system where the community or the states owns the general means of production. This is different from capitalism because in capitalism, everything is owned by the private sector. The main thinkers about socialism were Robert Owen, Henry de Saint, Karl Marx, and Vladimir Lenin. So now, let's make this more dynamic and let's listen to an interview. This is an interview with Luis Mesa. Good evening. Today we are here with Luis Mesa and we are going to interview him about the Cold War and the different aspects that people lived in this situation. So first of all, thank you so much for agreeing of taking this interview. I know you're working and you're a little bit busy, but we're gonna try to make this as fast as possible.
Sure, not a problem.
So first, did you know what countries were the world leaders during this period?
Yeah, for sure. It was United States and Russia.
Excellent. And why did the countries who were allies during the wars become enemies afterwards?
Well, if I'm not incorrect, it was because of a betray between United States, I think it was. They were trying to dispute what is going to be the territory for Germany.
Okay, and where did the Cold War took place?
If I'm not incorrect, it was in a territory from America, the Soviet Union, and I don't remember really good the last one.
Okay, and what opinion did the general public have of the Cold War?
The opinion was that it was a big betray between these countries. I mean, they were trying to help solving the problem, but at the end of the day, it was the same thing. They were betraying each one to try to get the territory.
Okay, and what type of weapons did the two world powers have at their disposal?
Sorry, can you say that again?
What type of weapons did the two world powers have at their disposal?
If I'm not incorrect, United States, it was with his military force, obviously the bombs, the nuclear bombs. The Soviet Union, Russia, was the same. They were having, in this case, a great power for the military and the bombs. So they were the principal ones that were having the most military power force over the war.
Okay, so that's all. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time. And well, I appreciate so much the fact that you know and investigate about this subject. So thank you.
Thanks to you, and please have a great day.
Now, I want to talk to you about my general opinion about this conflict. Well, in general, I consider that wars are unnecessary, and I also consider that they ended up causing many more problems than benefits for the government and the citizens of the countries that are involved and affected. And for me, the Cold War wasn't the exception, and I consider that it was a necessary conflict and an act of betrayal of both sides. And although this war ended up bringing different changes that are present nowadays, I consider that this war could be avoided, and if it was avoided, we will live in a world and society similar to what we live nowadays. That was all. Thank you so much for listening and for informing about this topic. I hope you have a great day.